on, guys? It is Infinity here today. And I'm bringing you My Life Part 4. And yes, it is indeed My Life Part 4. The best part of my life. Not really. Probably one of the scariest. As you can see, as I said, only good gameplays are going to be presented in the My Life series. This is a MW3 MOAB on the map mission. It's really all I'm going to say about the gameplay, but let's get right into my story where I almost shit my pants as a little kid. So, pretty much, my life was when I was around like 10, 11, 5th grade. This is more around like 7, 8, 3rd grade, I think. I'm not really sure, but my mom, you know, if you guys saw, you know, my life. My mom worked a lot because my parents were divorced. So I usually got like the things that like teenagers would get to do and have kind of early. Like I got a cell phone when I was like in the 1st grade, because my mom was like, you know, she always would come home late. She needed to talk to me. I got to stay home alone when I was in the 3rd grade, and this was probably one of the most terrifying things that's ever happened in my life, because I never have really been the toughest person alive. Like, I know that sounds weird. Like, I'm not saying I'm weak, like I'm loud, I'm outgoing, but when it comes to like being just like a straight up like tough badass, knock you the F out person, I've never really been that person. I'm just a nice guy. So this kind of scared the living shit out of me, let alone I'm like 7 or 8 years old. And I'm with my brother, who is either 5 or 6. Yeah, he's either 5 or 6 years old. So like really, really, really young ages. And what happened is the rule was we keep the doors locked, and if someone ever knocked on the door, then you would go upstairs to my room, which, well, it's a different room now, and you would like creak out the blinds and see who's there, you know, because if it's like my mom trying to get in, or if it's my grandmother trying to get in, or, you know, somebody that like, you know, like is like a family member that's trying to get in, you know, we can go downstairs and let them in. But me and my brother, since we're just so like we're just little kids and we're terrified, like someone knocked on the door and we're home alone, we're like shitting our pants. We saw a white truck out in the front yard, and we were like, we have no clue who this is. So I was like, Hunter, I was like, stay in here, and we're just gonna wait for him to go away. And he rang, and this person rang the doorbell again. Like, I didn't know who it was, he didn't know who it was, and they just kept ringing the doorbell. So finally, it stopped, and we were like, you know, we waited, we were sitting there listening out the window, and it stopped. Like, there was no more ringing. So we were like, oh, okay, cool. You know, we can go back downstairs now. You know, he left. But I didn't look out the window. Right when I turned to leave out of my room, there is a man standing in the hallway looking at me. And I was freaking scared. Like, it was about like a 45-year-old man, had a huge-ass beard, standing in the hallway, just looking at me. And I was looking at him, and I'm a little kid, so I didn't know curse words, so I was just like, what are you doing? And this man just like, it was like a complete stare off for about a whole 45 seconds. I was absolutely terrified. This guy just somehow unlocked the door to our house, walked in without like anyone saying it was okay, and fucking just walked upstairs. Like, it was terrifying. And so he was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He's like, I have a friend that lives in this neighborhood, and he says he's at the house with the flag out in the front yard. I'm so sorry. And then he's like, just runs downstairs, gets back in his piece of shit white pickup truck, and leaves. And I'm just like 8 years old, just like sitting here, like just mesmerized, like what if he had been a child molester? Like now that I look back at it, you know, all the things that I didn't know about that he could have been, like rapist, child molester, kidnapper, serial killer, like all these bad things that he could have been, I had no clue. This just random ass guy just like sitting in the hallway of my house. So, like, I don't know. I thought about it. You know, I was thinking about it. Like, what if he was like an actual one of those people? Like, what would I have done? And honestly, I don't think I would have done anything. I probably would have just like killed myself. I really don't know what I would have done if I was put in a situation like that. But moral of the story, guys: if there's ever someone knocking on your door and you don't know who it is, and they walk inside, just start swinging, just beat the shit out of them. That's the only thing I can say, because I have no clue what I would have done now. Now, if I was in that scenario, I would have beat the living hell out of whoever walked through the door. But, like, back then, when I'm, like, 8 years old, I have no clue what I would have done. But, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my life part 4. And also, happy 4th of July. Today is Thursday. It is the 3rd. Happy 4th of July to anyone out there who's going to go, you know, party. Be safe, you know, drink responsibly, you know, have a good time. I know I'm going to be watching the fireworks. As always, guys, happy 4th of July. This is Infinity, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.